Hello everyone. Today I'll compare the support reactions between G+2 and G+3 story structure by considering seismic loadings with following data. Firstly, go to the structural wizard. We'll go to the frame models, select the bay frame with length 8 meter, breadth 9 meter and height 8 meter with number of bays along length 2, along height 3 and along width 2 again. Apply and then transfer the model to the main screen. Next, let's go to the properties, select define and create a column with 0.35 into 0.35 meter dimensions, then create a beam for 0.35 and 0.25 dimensions. And now assign the properties to the respective beam and columns. Here you can see the 3D rendering. Next, we'll go to supports and create a fixed support. Now here change the view and select all the bottom nodes or assign fixed supports to the selected node. Firstly, we will define the seismic loads under the definitions and select seismic definition and select the parameter according to IS 1893. Zone area will add self weight with factor 1, open and close. Then we'll add member weights 3 kN per meter uniform load, and after that we'll add the floor weight with pressure 0.125 kN per meter square. Here we will define the range of all the planes from minimum 0.1 to maximum 9.1. Now let's move towards load case details. In load case details, we'll add seismic loading in X and Z direction. That is EQX, EQX negative, EQZ, EQZ negative. Now under EQX, we'll add a factor with -1 and we'll apply the same thing with all the loads of seismic. And then we'll add a dead load and a live load also, and we'll assign all the properties to the respective members in the structure. Now we'll add the combination. Firstly, it will be 1.5 DL plus LL. Let's add dead load and live load. After that, we'll be adding 1.5 DL plus EQ. After that, 1.5 DL plus EQ for different zone, that is EQX negative. Then we'll perform the same thing for EQZ and EQZ negative also, with 1.2 factor dead load plus live load, and we'll assign all the required combinations for the structure. Now the last combinations will add 0.9 factor dead load plus 1.5 factor EQ as seismic load, and then we'll perform the same thing for all the planes of the earthquake load. I'll add and close. Now here we can see that we have added all the loads, seismic loads for G+2 building. Now we'll move towards analysis. In analysis, we'll go to analysis commands. Here we'll select all the options and add. Then we'll run the analysis. Here, as you can see, that there are no errors, so it is safe to move to post-processing mode. So here's the post-processing. This is the displacement of the members. We'll change the scale so we can see it clearly. These are the reactions for G+2 building. And moving towards report. We'll select the output here, and then we'll add the reaction summary to the right side and delete the job info. Here we can see that these are the reaction summary for G+2 building. Now let's move towards the another structure, that is G+3 story building. Here we kept all the seismic loadings same as we had for G+2 building. All the combination and loads are similar. Here you can see everything is same as for G+2 building. Now we'll move towards analysis of the G+3 building. Here we'll go to analysis commands and take all the select all. Now we will run the analysis. Now here you can see that there are 0 errors, so let's go to post-processing mode. Here you can see the deflected shape of the G+3 building. These are the displacements and these are the reactions and different supports. Here's the animation of the deflection. Now we'll move toward a report. Here we'll Select setup report, output, and then add a reaction summary, and similarly delete the job info from here. Here you can see the reaction summary for G+3 building, and here's the resultant deflections for G+2 and G+3 building, and here are the resultant reaction summary. Thank you everyone.